Hey y'all, it's me Alex. Today I'm doing the Keep Calm and Tag On tag. It was created by my friend Kara C here on YouTube. Of course she's on YouTube. This is a YouTube tag. Basically, she created this as kind of a way to talk about the things that we enjoy and things that make us like feel good during this time, and I thought it was so lovely. And now that I actually have like a place where I get to film at least temporarily, I wanted to really do that and get it out there for y'all. There are 10 questions in this tag, and I'm just gonna get into it. First thing is, what is your favorite way to relax and unwind? Now, you might be able to tell by this entire tattoo on my arm, but I'm a knitter here. Let me show y'all what I'm currently working on. I've been working on making a lot of hats with some of the yarn that I've owned during this time, to the point where I'm kind of like, I've made so many hats that I may or may not ever wear them. I'm kind of like, should I like open up an Etsy shop or something right now? Because there's so many and it's kind of taking over my life a little bit. But I really enjoy knitting. I learned to knit when I was like 9 or 10 years old. My Nana taught me. She actually got me for Christmas a pair of purple knitting needles one year, and she taught me how to knit. And the first thing I made was intended to be a scarf, but then I got like really bored with it, and so it became a hammock for my pet rat that I had at the time, Milky Way. Over the years I've learned a lot of different techniques, and I really love the repetitiveness of it, and that I'm also like, I'm almost 24, so I've been doing this almost like 14 years. And so I'm pretty much like, once I kind of get into my groove, I'm able to do it while like, you know, I'm listening to a lecture, while I am watching a movie, watching TV, kind of doing anything. And I really like that because it gives me something to do with my hands, but something that isn't like, you know, fidgety necessarily. Like, I'm a fidgety person, but I like to have something that's like more productive for me, you know, because capitalism has really gotten into my brain, you know? I really like having something to do with my hands, and so this has been really therapeutic for me, and I love that I also feel like I make really beautiful things at the end. Like, I can give it to friends and family, I can keep it for myself. Like, you know, I have short hair, so my ears get very cold in the winter, so the fact that I can make myself a bunch of beanies is very, very nice. So knitting really does help relax me. What is your favorite comfort food? Now, I am from the South, and I think that there is no other like region that does comfort food better than the South. So my favorite comfort food of all time is corn pudding. And if you don't know what corn pudding is, it's something that when I try and make it while I'm living in New Jersey, I exclusively go to the self-checkout so the cashier doesn't judge me for the sheer amount of corn products that I buy. So you take some canned white corn, some canned cream corn, corn muffin mix, butter, eggs, and sour cream. You mix it all together and you bake it in the oven. And it is the most glorious thing, just like ever. Like, the name corn pudding sounds really disgusting, but it's really, really great, I promise you. I also love mac and cheese. I actually talked about this with my therapist once, and apparently there's something specific about like carbs and like dairy products that does something to your brain, like as far as serotonin goes. So there is like an actual like psychology and science behind like my wanting to eat mac and cheese when I'm really depressed and anxious. I have science to back up my mac and cheese addiction. I don't cook this myself, but a lot of times I really love eating pad thai. I think that's really good. I do actually want to learn to cook it at some point, but I have not yet achieved that goal. But anything, honestly anything involving noodles just makes my tummy very happy. If we're speaking very specifically, at the diner near my school, they make really good spinach and feta omelets with hash browns on the side. And yeah, like basically any form of potatoes is really good too. I just really love food, and a lot of the food I love really isn't healthy, but like that's okay. I do like sweets, but they're kind of like not my go-to as far as like snackage goes. Like, if it's there, I'm like, yeah, but if I'm like going out to like a convenience store to get something, I might grab like a candy bar, but I'm more inclined to, at Quick Check, I'll order their salt and vinegar fries. You know, I'm more inclined to go for something like that rather than like candy or cake or anything like that. that. So that's kind of my comfort food, though I do love baking. Also like any sort of bread. Question 3, ASMR, creepy or relaxing? I'm going to go against the grain of the other people who I've seen do this tag, and I'm going to say that it is creepy. Now I understand that other people like it, and I'm like not shitting on anyone who really genuinely does enjoy it. Like, you do you. I am naturally very noise sensitive. Loud noises freak me the hell out in a very special way. When there's a lot of noise going on around me, that makes me extremely anxious. And so ASMR and kind of that feeling of like noises being all up in your ear is a special kind of hell for me. I find it incredibly creepy. Like, if you like it, that's great. I am not going to like judge anyone who does like it, because I get why people enjoy it. But for the same reasons that other people really enjoy it, I really, really hate it. Question 4, who is your rock? Now my rock is in the other room of this hotel suite right here. I don't know if they're listening to me at all.
I love you.
I love you too, babe. Okay, so if you don't know, that's my partner Case. I feel like we just have a very good relationship and we complement each other very well, in kind of that I think we're very good at supporting each other, in that like the things that make me anxious are the things that they're very good about being strong about, and kind of vice versa. So we're able to lean on each other a whole lot. I mean, honestly, even through all of this stress, they've been really good to me, because my anxiety is the highest that it's been in an extremely long time, and they've been so helpful to me. I also, I do have to mention my dad in this too. Out of all of the craziness in my life, he is like one of the most calm and rational people I've ever met. Like, even if we don't always agree on things, I know I can go to him with anything that I'm going through. Whenever I talk to him about things that I'm going through, I always end up feeling better about whatever it is that it is. And I'm also very lucky that I do have a really good support group of friends, both online and offline. Like, I don't want to dwell on this question too long, because I have cried a significant amount over the last 2 weeks. And if I think too hard about anything, even slightly emotional, it all comes pouring out. Like, if you want to know how fragile my emotional state is, Case and I were watching like YouTube clips of the Trolls movie, and during like the True Colors scene, I like burst into tears. So I'm not gonna talk about anything that's gonna make me too emotionally fragile, because that's where I'm at. But I have a lot of people who I love and who I care about, and I have a good support system. What color makes you happy? Now, if you look at my hair, you might say, oh, it's almost definitely teal, right? And it does make me happy, because like, I wouldn't choose to have a color basically permanently on me if it didn't make me happy. However, color makes me happy is purple. Love me some purple. I'm gonna just like show off some of my purple eyeshadow in here, just because this is some of the best. I do have my violet ink palette in the other room, but I love purple so much. I think for me, it's like my power color. Like, whenever I'm wearing purple, I automatically feel really good, because I feel like it looks really good on me. If you look up at my makeup today too, I really like the color yellow. I used to really hate it, but I have really kind of learned to love it, and learned that I can do it on my face in a very flattering way. Honestly, colors in general just make me happy. Like, if you look at any of my interior design Pinterest boards, you'll see that it is nothing but color, to kind of an obnoxious point. So most colors make me happy, but the colors that make me happiest are teal, purple, yellow. Also, I love chartreuse. Chartreuse is, it's such a lovely color. Most forms of greens, honestly, but like chartreuse specifically. Yeah. What part of your makeup routine do you find relaxing? Honestly, kind of just like blending my eyeshadow, because I feel like eyeshadow is something that I switch up the most out of my routine in kind of doing all of the different things with it. It also relaxes me because I know it's a part of my makeup that I am the best at. I think my brows can be really relaxing at times. Right now my brow pomade, I would have said that except for right now, my brow pomade is like starting to dry out. Once I can get like some oil or something I can put in it, it'll be more relaxing, but right now it's a little frustrating. But I really do think that blending my eyeshadow is something that really relaxes me, because I know that it's a part of my makeup that I'm best at, and it gives me the most opportunity, I think, to put all of the different colors that I like on my face. and it really just allows me to be creative with different color combinations, and it just brings me a lot of joy. Speaking of which, what beauty product oh, cabin fever. Which beauty product sparks joy for you? And I'm not sure if this is meant like in a specific like palette type of way or anything like that, but I have a few things that I actually have here right now. I guess kind of my most recent product that sparks a lot of joy for me are these 3 eyeshadows I have at the bottom of this palette here. This is the Shroud Cosmetics Moonfall Trio, and I just really love how they look on my eyes. I think they're just such stunning shades. This little Viseart Dark Edit palette also sparks a lot of joy for me. It makes me so happy. My Anastasia and Jackie Aina palette also sparks a lot of joy. My Menagerie Violet Ink palette. So I guess like if you want to talk specifically about what kinds of products spark joy for me, it's eyeshadow. What TV Jesus Christ, I can't talk. What TV shows / podcasts are you currently binging? So we're kind of in the middle of watching You, although we can only kind of do it 1 episode at a time because it's a stressful show, and we don't want to watch too much of it all at once. Like that would be like really upsetting. We just finished One Day at a Time and are kind of like going back and rewatching it again because that show, it just brings me so much joy. It's so lovely. We also just started Schitt's Creek, which at first I expected not to like because I come from a town like that is very much like the one described in the show. So I thought they were gonna like make fun of it, and then once I discovered like they're really not, I really ended up liking it. We're also going back and watching a lot of Ouran High School Host Club. I've loved that show ever since I was in high school. It's just like the most wholesome. I love it so much, and so incredibly queer. So yeah, that's kind of what we've been watching recently. I've also just been watching a lot of YouTube, honestly. So that's kind of more where I've kind of spent my watching things energy. As far as TV shows, that's where it goes. I haven't really, well, I hope they're okay. I don't really listen to podcasts. Like I used to, but now I've kind of just like not really felt it, so meh. What song / artist / genre always gets you pumped up? I listen to a lot of like pop punk and alternative music. Right now I've been listening to a lot of Bikini Kill because I saw them in concert last year, and they're even more fabulous in person, and I love just all of their music so much. Just truly the best. So I love them and I love their music. I always listen to a lot of Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Panic at the Disco has always been a favorite of mine, especially because like I love singing and I always sing along to music, and I find it really easy to sing along to Panic at the Disco songs because I have a similar-ish vocal range to Brendan Urie. I always thought it was an alto. Turns out I'm just Brendan Urie. So I love like listening to their music and singing along to that. I've also been listening to a lot of Jonas Brothers because I've always been a Jonas Brothers fan, and then they released like all their new music, and I just kind of want to do like sapphic covers of all of their songs. My version of expressing my queerness is singing along to Jonas Brothers songs and not changing the gendered pronouns. That's kind of the music that I've always kind of listened to. I haven't really listened to anything new. Except for I have gotten into Doja Cat's music a little bit, but largely my music taste revolves around the fact that I listen to the same bands now that I did in high school, but just like as they release new music. And finally, who makes you happy on YouTube? There's so many people who bring me so much joy. So obviously I have a lot of friends here, like Butte Bean, Emily Han, Lacey of Spooky Lips and Fat Hips. I'm gonna name off a bunch of people and know that there's even more than the people I'm naming. As far as people like who aren't in kind of like the small YouTuber community who I watch, I love Sarah Hawkinson's videos, both like on her main channel and on her horror channel. I've been watching a lot of Spooky Astronauts and her horror content. Strange Eons and her Tumblr deep dives have been absolutely delightful for me right now. Sierra Schultze, I love her fashion videos. She also just seems like a very delightful human being, especially like her the videos that she does with Carrie Dayton, because I like Carrie a lot too. I've been watching a lot of thrifting YouTubers. Oh, there's this person who I just found when I was looking at stuff like thrifting ideas for my apartment. Her name is Carrie Carollo, and I love her like content. I think that she's very talented. She's a smaller YouTuber. but I love like her aesthetic and it's just like so relaxing. Abby Williamson I like a lot, Julia Mazzucato. Who else have I been watching recently? Oh, 90s Love Child. Atlee has been really great. I've been watching a lot of her Get Ready With Me's and like 3 Looks 1 Palettes because that's been very, very relaxing. Let me just scroll through. Amy Loves Makeup and it's Makeup Corner. Bad to the Brow. Oh, Ashley from Best Dressed. I love her content. Like, we don't have the same style or anything like at all, but I love her entire being. She's just fabulous. Let's see, Diana Chamomile. Oh, God is Grey. Love her. She's like, if you want a non-toxic Christian YouTuber, I really like her content. Oh, Julia Adams, MUA. I really love her. Her content is also very, very relaxing. Kira Rose also very like relaxing aesthetic content. And I would go in and say more, but I realize I'm subscribed to a lot of people on YouTube, so I don't want to make this video a million years long. Oh, Mia's Virtual Vanity. Love her. Because I'm trying to not like forget my friends. Loie Lane, Lucy Wood, May Crosoft. I love May. Her videos also incredibly relaxing and she's just like so pretty and I love her tattoos and I love her makeup style and all that. I keep on telling myself I have to shut up and then I'm looking at my like YouTube subscriptions and I keep on seeing people I like. Nisi Pisa, delightful. I'll pick one more person. Oh, Fear Nix. Okay, and that's gonna be like all the people that I'm naming because there's a lot more that I've really been loving on YouTube, but I need to shut up because I don't want this to just become a video of me like listing out all of the people that I'm subscribed to because there's a lot. Anyway, if you have a channel and you want to do this tag, consider yourself tagged. This was so incredibly fun. Thank you to Kara for creating this video. This tag, I mean, like you did the tag, I made a video using the tag, you know. That's how it is. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. And I will see you on my next one. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. Bye!